This is Sikandar Basha from Vijayanagar College, BBA department, Hospet. So, as we know that lockdown should not affect our studies, so we are dealing with our online teaching. So, which I have left over part, which is called as after BCG matrix, we have G9 cell matrix. So, G9 cell matrix. Let us see what is actually this G9 cell matrix is all about. So this particular G9 matrix was developed in 1970s by General Electric Company. GE is nothing but G stands for General Electric Company, and along with some consulting company called McKinsey USA. So they have studied this multi-factor portfolio matrix. So this GE matrix has been developed to overcome the obvious limitation of BCG. So as we have seen that BCG matrix has certain loopholes. And to overcome that BCG matrix or loopholes, this G9 cell matrix has been developed. So what actually this G9 cell consists of? The matrix consists of 9 cells, 3 into 3, based on the 2 key variable factors. So what are those 2 key variable factors? One is called business trend, second is industrial attractiveness. So where do this business trend and industrial attractiveness stands for? Like on x-axis and as well as on the y-axis as well. Okay, as I told you, the G9 cell consists of 2 axes. One is horizontal and the vertical axis. The horizontal axis represents the business strength, and the vertical axis represents the industry attractiveness of the business. Okay, right. So let us see what actually the horizontal and vertical axis states about. The very first is the horizontal axis represents the business strength. The horizontal axis represents the business strength and the vertical axis represents the industrial attractiveness. So the business strength is measured by considering the such factor as relative market share, profit margin, and ability to compete on price and quality, knowledge of customer and market, competitive strength and weakness, technology, capacity, caliber of management. Okay, all these factors are considered. Next is the industry attractiveness is also measured by taking factors such as market size and growth rate, industry profit margin, competitive intensity, economies of scale, and obviously the technology, social, economical, environmental, legal, and human factors as well. So those factors are being considered in these factors. Okay. So let us see the particular 9 cell matrix here. As you can see that, and the x-axis on the y-axis, we can see that company strength and market attractiveness. There are 9 cells which are being made here. The 9 cells of G matrix represents various degrees of industry attractiveness. Okay, so here the industry product lines and business units are plotted as circles, or as you can say in the square shape. The area of each square shape is proportional to industry sales. So the square represents the market share of the product line or business unit. For example, if a company having 9 product lines in their brands, and where do these particular product lines are going to fall, that actually plotted in the 9 cell of G matrix, which represents various degrees of industry attractiveness. So how comparisons are made actually? The comparisons are made on the basis of industrial attractiveness, that is on the y-axis, high, medium and low. High is the leader, medium is the growth, cash generator is the low. And the business strength is also maintained on the basis of strong as a cash generator, average as a phrase withdrawal, and weak at the red end. Right. So this G matrix is also called as spotlight strategy. Why call it a spotlight strategy? Spotlight strategy matrix because there are 3 zones in this. One is called green, yellow, and red zone. So this green, yellow, and red zone actually indicates. So let us see the industry product lines or business units are plotted as I told, in the circle or in the square shape. The area of each square shape is proportional to the industrial share within the square of that particular thing. So as I told you, the spotlight strategy of G matrix is also called as spotlight strategy because 3 zones are there, green, yellow, and red zone of a traffic. As you have seen particular figure, which you can see here, that particular, this is this as the green, yellow and red zone. This green, yellow and red zone are the traffic signals, right? Okay, so that's why the comparison is made in that way. So let us see what green indicates or what yellow indicates, right? And what actually the red zone indicates. So the green indicates if the product falls in the green zone, then the business strength is very strong, and industry is at least medium in the attractiveness. That means what? If a product falls under the green zone, then the business strength is very strong, and industry is at the least medium attractiveness. So the strategic decision should be what? A company has to expand, invest and grow. That was the thing. So just like this green color is same as we can see green zone, yellow zone and red zone of COVID-19 cases, same way. Okay, so green indicates invest and expand in our G9 matrix. Then yellow indicates select or earning zone. If the product falls in the yellow zone, here we can see the business strength is very high, very low, but industrial attractiveness is very high. So here the manager has to carefully select his strategic choice. And as you can see, the red zone, red indicates harvest or divest. That means take off your investment. If the product falls under red zone, the business strength is average or weak, and the business market attractiveness is very, very low. And the strategy should be divest or removing. It's the only other option. So that's what the same here thing is indicated. Right. Green zone, green indicates invest or expand. Right. So let us see the advantages of knowing this BCG matrix. That is, advantage is that it uses the 9 cells instead of 4 cells of BCG. What we have seen in the 4 cells of BCG, star, dog, question mark, cash cows. So this uses the 9 cells instead of 4 cells. It considers many variables that has been not considered by the BCG. It considers 3 factors: high, medium, low, strong, average, low classification of business portfolio. It uses multiple factors to assess industry attractiveness and business strength, which allows users to select a particular situation about how he can go for that. Okay. Okay, so here we go for the limitations, that is disadvantage of using this particular G9 matrix. That is, it can get quite complicated and cumbersome to increase in the business. As you can see, some of the companies have more brands. We cannot fit all these into 9 cell matrix. Okay, that's the one limitation. Second is, though industrial attractiveness and business strength appear to be objective, but in reality, based on the judgment, you are putting them on green zone, yellow zone and red zone. So which may vary from one company to other company, and which may vary from one person's perception to the other perceptions. It cannot effectively despite the position of new business units in developing industry. So if you take developing industry, you cannot use G9 cells. It only provides broad strategic prescriptions rather than specific or business policy. So that's the one major problem. Right. All right, we have the difference between the BCG matrix and the G matrix. So comparison between the two. Okay. So as we know that BCG uses the 4 zones, G matrix uses the 9 cells, 4 cells. So let us see what actually the comparisons, how comparisons are made between BCG and G10 matrix. This is a quite 5 marks compulsory question. So it will be coming for the examination. We have to be very careful, and it's one kind of an important question as well. So BCG uses 4 cells, G9 uses 9 cells. BCG is rated against relatively market share and industry growth rate, whereas G uses the business strength and industry attractiveness. BCG matrix uses single measures to assess the growth and market share, whereas G uses the multiple measures to assess the business strength and industrial attractiveness. Here the matrix uses 2 types of classification, high, low, but G uses 3 kinds of a classification: high, medium, low, strong, average and weak. BCG has many limitations, but G cell matrix has overcome those particular limitations as well. PDF version of our corporate level strategy, second one which is called as the G 9-cell matrix. And I explained you about this is developed by General Electric company with consulting firm called McKinsey. Okay. So as you can see, there are x-axis and y-axis are there. One is for market attractiveness, second is competitive strength. So nine particular cells were designed here. Some are in green color, yellow color, and in the red color. So this matrix was developed in 1970 by GE Electronics, and this consists of 9 cells based on 3x3. There's 2 key variables. One is business strength and industry attractiveness. The horizontal axis represents the business strength, and the vertical represents the industry attractiveness as well. So as you can see that there are different factors considered for both of these. So as I told you, 3 particular factors are considered here for x-axis and y-axis: strong, average, and weak. Okay, and here as I can show, it is also called as spotlight strategy. G matrix is also called as spotlight strategy because strategy matrix uses 3 zones called green, yellow, and red of traffic light signals. As you can see, when you go to the traffic, when you see the red light, you have to stop, because if you break the rules, you are going to lose your life. In the same way, the company's products which falls under the red light means the company has to stop their investment. And in the yellow zone, if you see, when you in the traffic light, yellow zone, you see, you have to be ready for investment. In the same way, if the company's product falls under the yellow category, that means you have to be very courageous about making your investment. And if it falls under green zone, then move ahead, go ahead for your investment is the particular category. So that is what all is about: green zone, and red zone as well. So same as COVID-19 cases, right? Green zone, no cases. Yellow, patients, red is full of cases, right? Same way. Yes, as I told you, advantages of this G 9-cell matrix is that it uses 9 cells instead of 4 cells of BCG matrix. So this G 9-cell matrix is meant to overcome the 4 cells of BCG matrix. So it uses 3 simplistic form of comparison of factors: high, medium, low, strong, average, and low of the portfolio classification. So limitation is that it has something quite complicated. It appears to be objectives are more than if a company is engaged in new business, it is very difficult for them to maintain this. So, and this is what a comparison between the BCG matrix and G matrix. BCG 4 cells, this is 9 cells. It uses 2. One is relative market share, industrial growth. This uses business strength and industry attractiveness. Then the matrix uses single measures to assess the growth, but here this matrix G matrix uses multiple measures. The matrix uses 2 types, high, low, but G uses 3 types: high, low, and medium, strong, average, and weak category. Then BCG has many limitations, but G has, to overcome the limitations, this G matrix has been done. Okay, so this is about the end of the second category of G matrix. We'll meet you in the next session for further information. Till then, thank you.